Andiamo mio bene a ristorare le pene di un innocente amor.
So in Italian you might hear someone say quel Marco è proprio un Don Giovanni. Literally that Marco, that guy Marco, is really a Don Giovanni. Do you have the same saying in your native language? And if so, what does it mean? Ciao and welcome to LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. Io sono Pietro and today we are going to sing and translate together the opera aria La CI DAREM LA MANO by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. The music of the opera was written, of course, by Mozart, and the words were written by Italian librettista Lorenzo Da Ponte, who collaborated with Mozart in various operas. Do you know the story of the opera Don Giovanni? It's a bit scary towards the end, and the story takes its origin from a Spanish legend, and sometimes the story is referred to as Don Giovanni e il convitato di Pietra, which means Don Giovanni and the stone guest. Now, the figure of the stone guest is eerie, to say the least. I won't go into details as far as the plot is concerned, but just to give you a bit of context as usual. This aria is sung by Don Giovanni himself and a female character called Zerlina. Now, Don Giovanni is a rich young nobleman who likes to seduce women. In Italian we would say he is a seduttore. Seduttore means seducer or charmer. And Zerlina is one of his many victims. He even likes to keep a list of the women he has seduced during his lifetime. And Zerlina is a girl whom Don Giovanni has just met.
And here there was a problem with the audio quality, so I am re-recording this bit.
Zerlina and Mazzetto are just about to be married. They're eager to go and celebrate, but despite knowing that, or maybe for the very reason that he knows that, Don Giovanni tries to seduce Zerlina, and he wants to take her to her castle there, where he wants her to give him her hand and tell him, yes, I do. So the name Mazzetto, Zerlina's groom, will appear in the song. So we have Don Giovanni the seducer, Zerlina the seduced, and Mazzetto, who is Zerlina's groom. This is just enough to know the context of this song. Now let's continue with the lyrics. Now, despite this being Italian of the 18th century, most of the words and the phrases of this aria could be used in standard Italian, and they would have the very same meaning. Let's start. The title is La CI DAREM LA MANO. La with the accent means there. CI DAREM, darem future tense of dare, give, daremo, will give, ci each other, la mano the hand. So there we will hold hands. La mi dirai di sì. Once again, la is there. Mi dirai. Dirai is future tense of the verb dire, to say or to tell. So you will tell me, you will tell me, di sì, yes. In Italian we say you will tell me of yes, you will say yes. Then he proceeds, it's Don Giovanni singing. Vedi, non è lontano. Vedi, you see. Non è, it isn't. Non, not. È, is. So it is not. Lontano is far. You see, it's not far. Partiam, ben mio, da qui. Partiam means let's depart, let's go, let's leave this place. Partiam. Once again, this is a short poetic form. The standard Italian would be partiamo, but when you're writing poetry or songs, you could drop the last vowel, the last O, and shorten it with partiam. Partiamo. Ben mio is an affectionate way of addressing someone you love or you care for. So it could be translated as let's depart, my love or my dear, and then da qui literally means from, da qui, here. So let's depart, my dear, from here. And then it's Zerlina's turn to sing, and she says vorrei e non vorrei. I would like to, and at the same time I wouldn't like to. Vorrei e non vorrei. Mi trema un poco il cor. Now here the only word that is a bit strange is Cor. Cor is a poetic version of the Italian word cuore, which means heart. It has only one syllable, so it fits better into the metric. Trema, trembles. Mi is to me, so it trembles to me. Un poco, a bit, il cor, the heart. My heart is trembling a bit. Mi trema un poco il cor. But then she says, felice e ver sarei. Felice is happy. E ver means it's true. Ver is the short version for vero, which means true. So, happy, it's true. Felice e ver sarei. Sarei, it means I would be. So, I would be happy, it's true, yet, ma può burlarmi ancora. But he can, può, burlarmi. Burlare is to play a game on someone or to have fun at somebody's expenses. Ancor means once again. So the meaning of this line is ma può burlarmi ancora, but he could trick me, he could fool me again, ancora. And then Don Giovanni encourages her to go with him. So, vieni, mio bel diletto, vieni, come, mio bel diletto, my beautiful. Now, diletto in modern Italian would be more something pleasing, something delightful. But it could also mean, as is the case for this aria, my beloved one. So, come, oh my beautiful beloved one, mio bel diletto. And when he says that, Zerlina thinks to herself, singing, mi fa pietà Masetto. I feel pity, mi fa pietà for Masetto. And then Don Giovanni says, io cangerò tua sorte. Cangerò is an outdated version of what in standard modern Italian we would say cambierò. Cambierò, cangerò, old version of cambierò. It means I will change. Io cangerò tua sorte means I, cangerò, will change. Tua sorte, your fate. Sorte is your fate, your destiny. And then Zerlina says, presto, non son più forte. Presto means quick, or it could also mean soon. Non son più forte literally means I am not non son. Son is short for sono, non sono, I am not più forte. Forte is strong and più is anymore in this case. So quick, I am not strong anymore, I can't resist anymore. And then they both start saying, Don Giovanni and Zerlina, andiam, which means let's go. This is another short version for the modern or the more standard Italian andiamo, which is let's go. And then they proceed, andiam, andiam, mio bene. Let's go, and mio bene is my dear. So let's go, my beloved, my dear. A ristorar le pene, it means to restore. The pene is sorrow or hurt, and it's plural, so to restore. And in some translations you will find this pene translated as values, so to restore the values. But I prefer to soothe the pain or to ease the hurt of an innocent love. Now maybe to restore the values is more correct, but I wanted to give a more literal and similar to standard Italian translation. So ristorar le pene, I translated this as to ease or to soothe the pain of an innocent love. Di un innocente amor, di un of a, innocente is innocent, and amor is short for amore, and it means love. So you can tell me in the comments below if now that you know the context and the rest of the lyrics, it would make more sense ristorar le pene to restore the values or to ease the pains of an innocent love. Don't forget to comment in the comments below. And on to our song, where I have asked for the help of a Zerlina. Now, Zerlina was not a princess, but the only puppet that I had around the house was one with a crown, so I used it anyway. Zerlina as a puppet is not a trained singer, so you will forgive her if she sometimes gets some flat notes. After all, she's just a puppet. On to our song.
La ci darem la mano, la mi dirai di sì. Vedi non è lontano partiam ben mio da qui. Vorrei, non vorrei, mi trema un poco il cor, felice e versarei, ma può burlarmi ancora, ma può burlarmi ancora. Vieni mio bel diletto, mi fa pietà masetto, io cangerò tua sorte. Presto non son più forte, non son più forte. Vieni, vieni, là ci darem la mano. Vorrei e non vorrei, là mi dirai di sì. Mi trema un poco il cor, partiam ben mio da qui. Può burlarmi ancora, vieni mio bel diletto, io cangerò tua sorte. Non son più forte, non son più forte, non son più forte. Andiam, andiam, andiam.
E che te ridi a Don Giovanni?
Andiam mio bene a ristorar le pene di un innocente amor. Andiam mio bene a ristorar le pene di un innocente amor. Andiam mio bene a ristorar le pene di un innocente amor.
Don't forget to put a like on this video, pollice su, mi piace if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, iscriviti al canale if you've not subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell, notifiche, and tell your friends about this channel if you know of people who are passionate about the Italian language or Italian music in general. Tell them. You know, these videos take a really long time to make, so the more people who support the channel, the happier I am and the more I can keep on doing what I'm doing now. And until next time, arrivederci.